we started good. We tried to keep the ball rolling a little bit. 41, we got caught with our elbows out, got cemented there. And then from that point on, we bumped our lineup up. So we were severely undersized, but I'll be honest with you, man, we're competing pretty good. I mean, Pitt Johnstown was ugly, right? And then we went into Gannon and we got a little bit better. Here we got a little bit better. Just making some good strides. Is it where we wanted? Absolutely not. But overall, we're getting better in the practice room. It's translating for some guys, like for Hearn to go out and bump him up to 74. You guys know, like bumping in college it's not the same as high school, right? So, I mean, to go out and compete hard, and I think, even Nolan Dare went out and competed hard against Snetterford, really good kid. So, and even Schwartz went out at 65 against Dylan Walker. Those guys are competing hard. We just try to carry that into the room a little bit.
So it sounds like, the decision to bump those guys up, was it more or less of, hey, not like just getting the guys matches, but wanting to see if they're going to go out and compete, right? Because it sounds like that's the mantra for you this year. Hey, I want the guys to wrestle hard and I want them to compete. The outcome is going to be the outcome. Is that kind of where you're at? Right, yeah. Well, Kane Kettering's out, so he had a shoulder issue, so that obviously opened 74. So we make a choice there. Like Nolan and Farah and Gardner are all around 141, 142, 143. So really, when I asked Nolan, hey, here's the deal, I can bump you to 57 or you can sit out. He's like, no, I want to go. So 43 to 57, right, and going out and battling. And that's kind of the things that we're seeing in the practice room. We want to get Nico Farah shooting some more. He needs to get on his offense a little more. But we're working on that. Everything's a work in progress. But I can't, in the practice room, what we're seeing is the little things of when we're talking about wrestling, I see eye contact from the kids when we're talking, we're having group meetings. Just simple things like that we didn't see at the beginning of the year where guys are, their heads are down or they're not paying attention. Now we're seeing, focus and we're just getting better in practice. And it's, unfortunately, we hit UPJ again and Mercyhurst when we thought we were making steps. So for the outside world, you may not be able to see the steps that we're making, but I think you'll see them the next 4 matches and then leading into the PSACs.
I'll tell you, George and I both complimented the Griffins, and this is, obviously the staff that you've built here in your first year as the skipper of the Griffins. Improvement big time on your feet as it comes to moving the wrestler. Not just pulling and being heavy, moving the feet, creating angles. Right. You're right, it's starting to click. Yeah. It's happening, and I think that's a testament. Just like you said, every day you're getting 1% better. You're learning to do those common things uncommonly well that you need to do in college. I need to ask, how did it feel for you leading 2 former Hempfield Spartans as the high school coach today out there? It's come full circle, and you led 2 of them out there in Burke and Nolan.
Yeah, for sure.
It's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, it is good. It's good for those guys. I mean, it's good anytime. We have a lot of guys, I think, former Spartans competing in college, and it makes me feel good to see those guys. I think there's like 8 or 9. So, and to be able to be in the corner for these 2, makes me feel good. And Burkholder is, this is senior day, and he's been around for a while and has competed hard for a long time. He has a year eligibility left, and he knows I'm trying to get him back for one more run, but I think I've been unsuccessful so far.
Great. It has to be a great feeling. Your coaching staff escorted out a lot of the seniors to meet the parents, and that's got to be a good feeling in your first year. It's one thing in high school because they're moving to that next step, but now they're getting ready to move on to the real world and contribute to society. How's that feel?
For sure. That's one of the things I thought about, actually as I was driving in. I'm like, these 8 seniors that are leaving, like they're not, like it has to be pretty sad for them because this is it in this gym. And for some guys it might be it for forever. They didn't have a chance to compete. Like that's it for their wrestling career. And like you said, they're moving on. But our goal is, this is my first year, but eventually when I've been with those seniors for 4 or 5 years, hopefully the preparation that they put into the wrestling aspect of it prepares them for the real world. And that's kind of what, that's the whole goal of wrestling, right?
For sure. Is that
it for you? Yeah, that's all I got.
I appreciate you guys.
Hey, Vinny D, appreciate you as always. Good luck.
Thank you, Coach.
I'm sure we'll see you after the match for some wings, perhaps. That's head coach Vince DeAugustine.